This will be a raw talk, unedited brain dump of what's been going on recently. And yeah, in my last video, I talked about how we hit 70K a month. In this video, I'll talk about the struggles that we've had since then that have made things extremely difficult. And it's been an interesting adventure to try to figure out how to keep this business thing going, how to keep our bills paid. And it's funny, like you can get to these levels of 50, 60, 70K a month and then still things can go wrong that you didn't expect. Basically what happened was our team was growing rapidly. So our red line, like our bottom line of the fixed costs of the business were pretty high. Like let's say 12 to 20K a month, right? With fixed costs being like 12K, and then other expenses being commissions, stuff like that. And when we changed too many variables, when we brought in people onto the team that they thought we needed to change certain things that were working, everything kind of broke. Like things were working just fine. For example, our sales script. We didn't have an issue with the close rate at all, right? So when we changed our closing script, it just was one extra variable that didn't even need to be changed. It wasn't a true bottleneck. We didn't have to actually solve that problem. We were like overcompensating, I think, and almost kind of panicking. Oh, the numbers are lower this week. Let's just change a bunch of things too fast, right? That's not how testing works. You have to change one variable at a time, measure the improvement, or if things get worse. And so the core mistake was just changing too many things at once, to the point where the three founders, us, we just haven't gotten paid in a month and a half, right? Despite doing good numbers. So because of that, we've had to kind of figure out how to really kick things into gear. Like we need to make this thing work. We need to get sales across the board. So one thing we're doing is outreach. This is the first time I actually had to do outreach in our agency because our main client was a friend of mine from high school who was famous on Instagram. And it's been, outreach has always been one of those boogeymans for me, like, oh, it'll be so hard or so boring or so dreadful or something, but it's been actually pretty fun. Like, we've just been getting it done, doing it. And another thing we're doing is basically we're just removing all of our friction from our funnel. Why would we add friction to our funnel and increase the quality of our leads when we just need to talk to people on the phone? Like, we just need to collect cash, right? So the next goal is to just pack the calendars full. Doesn't matter the lead quality. Like, let's just talk to people who opt into a lead magnet about fitness. And yeah, we've tried this funnel in the past and it worked great, right? The reason that we're switching to this funnel is because we're like, what's made us the most money in the least amount of time? It was running traffic to a free school group and just having an onboarding call that they can book themselves in. Not selling high ticket, right? Just $600 to $900, just sling it. Sling, sling, sling. We made 11.8K in 48 hours doing that method because we got 70 booked calls. And we had closers on the team who weren't even closers yet. Like they didn't know how to sell, but they were still slinging. It's a good offer. They're there for a fitness reason. It's not some crazy high ticket thing where they need to be qualified and yeah. So that's the plan. The real plan is to be making $100,000 a month in my pocket. My business partner will be making $100,000 in his pocket, right? 100K a month each. That's the trophy we're going after, right? It's the video game. It's the final boss we're trying to beat right now. And the way that we see we can do that the fastest is by getting another client and, taking their traffic. Sorry, my mic died. But yeah, if we take another influencer and we push their traffic to our same sales team, our same coaching team, keep all of our systems the exact same. We just double the lead flow, just like that, right? And yeah. Another big lesson that we're learning is like to have operating expenses in the business is really important. I think it's part of our frontal lobe developing. Part of us, like we're 23 and 22 years old here in Bali, and I think part of our kind of immature way of thinking was just like, we don't need to save. We can just reinvest. We can just spend all the money on paid ads. We can just pay ourselves out because we'll keep making the money. We're good at this shit. We're really good at this shit. And it's like, it's just kind of an unnecessary arrogance. Like, we don't need that arrogance to perform well. We can just be smart with the money and save. Like, one thing I hear, like, you know, I've heard Alex Hormozi say is like, you can't save your way to wealth. You need to make money, right? Like, you can't become a millionaire through just only not getting your Starbucks drink in the morning, right? That mentality is foolish for sure, to be like, I'm just gonna get rich through pinching my pennies. But at the same time, like the whole point of that message is, okay, then go get yourself a leveraged way to make more money. Like, you can make a bunch of more money that's not just trading your time for money. Cool, we have that now. We have a business where we can work, you know, hypothetically, we can work 10 hours a week and be making 100K a month. Okay, but does that mean that we shouldn't be spending, like, does that mean we should still be going out and getting that fucking $8 Starbucks drink? Like, why? At least not at this point. When it's like genuinely not a big part of our income, fuck it. Like, it literally will not make a dent in our bank account. But right now, when we haven't gotten paid in 3 pay periods, it does matter. And I think accepting that is just okay. Like, I actually have still been pretty happy in this time of stress, right? When things are uncertain, when the business is kind of is a little unstable and like things aren't going very great right now, I'm actually still pretty happy because, well, one, I've been meditating for an hour every morning, 1 full hour every morning. I've been, you know, really into Kriya Yoga ever since I read the autobiography of a yogi. I think it's a great way to start my day, connecting with God, just like trying to go as deep as I can in meditation and carrying that energy with me the rest of the day. So, like, I actually just got done meditating about, 45 minutes ago. I got done meditating for an hour, and I'm just not that, like, I'm not stressing out, like, it's not great to not have any money to, like, freely spend. But part of me knows I need this lesson. I need to, like, be forced to kind of get some things taken away just as a natural consequence of being a little careless with the money, right? Gotta downgrade my bike from a fucking fast one to one that gets me from point A to point B. Like, my life doesn't fundamentally change. I think the main point of why I want to make this video is just to be able to look back on it in several years after I've continued to, like, wise up, continue to be smarter with my money, and I'm able to just, like, have the things that I want materially. Like, I'm not ashamed to say I want material things. I'm also not ashamed to say, like, I'm very confident I will get them, right? Being able to make a business $50K a month is a great skill to have. And yeah, I've been through this period of, turbulence before. Not necessarily in this capacity with this big of a team. Like, we have a big ass team now that's like, we have to pay. Like, we have people to pay, and we're able to pay them, but at the cost of our own paycheck, right? So I'm just super grateful for the people I have around me, my business partners. One of my first hires in this business, he started off as an accountability coach, and he moved up to start managing the entire product team. So all the coaches, and he is a real one in this time. Like, he has a small rev share and a base salary, and he's like, he told me yesterday, in this period, I don't really feel comfortable taking a rev share because, yeah, like more money for me right now is great, but at the same time, I don't want it to all go away in 3 months. That would be heartbreaking. Like, he's told me that he cares about the business like it's his own, right? Having those people around me is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Having people who care and who are smart and who are working hard, right? And another big lesson I've taken away from this season is that I'm not above any of the work right now. My time is not worth anything right now, or because I haven't gotten paid. So I can't sit here and be like, well, my time is worth $1,000 an hour. Like, I can be taking sales calls myself right now. What else do I have to, like, what is genuinely a better use of my time when I'm not getting paid? Like outreach. Oh, I'm more leveraged than doing outreach. No, I'm not. I need to go out and get another client. And the camera overheated. But what I was saying, yeah, grateful for a lot of things. And it's just an adventure. Like, this whole thing's an adventure. We're playing the game, we're in the game, and things are bound to go wrong. This is the hero's journey, right? I've told myself many times, like, when things are going wrong, it just makes the story better. This is creating the days. This is creating the story that I'll look back on and be so grateful for where I've got, like, where I've came from and what I've gone through to get to the point where I am, right? We'll look back on this and be like, remember the time where, you know, things were different, where we were thinking about how to save our money on food and all this stuff, and we were stressing out about the business, and now we're just living in financial abundance, right? I already have the inner abundance right now. Like, I just feel good. I feel healthy. I feel happy. I feel at peace. I feel joy. So yeah, this is just an adventure. It's just a video game. We'll beat the game. We've already beaten a lot of levels, right? And this is just the next boss to beat. So that's it for this video. Quick video, quick rant. If you're still around, I appreciate you watching and following my story. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.